everyone. It is my second to last day here on Oahu. I just got back from surfing with Ellen. It's the last time that we'll surf together, which is sad. And I have a dinner reservation with some friends tonight, so I thought it would be fun to do a little Q&A get ready with me, just because I haven't really sat down and talked or done a life update, and a lot is changing in my life right now, so I thought it could be fun. It feels really surreal to me that I'm leaving, and I think it's going to be a huge life adjustment to go back to New York City after living in Hawaii for so long. Well, not so long, it's been 7 months, but it's definitely going to be a big change, I think. I made these dinner reservations like 2 weeks ago because I knew I wanted to go to this place before I left. It's a rooftop bar and they have a really nice view of the sunset. I definitely want to enjoy the Hawaii sunsets while I still can. I'm gonna put on some moisturizer. I think it's so cool how the product just comes off the top like that. That way you don't have to dip your fingers in and get bacteria in your moisturizer. The thing is, this is the worst that my skin has ever been. I think just the stress of having to do another big life change soon. It's definitely getting to me a little bit. Hang on, I need to go grab a mirror. Okay, mirror acquired. So I think by the time that this video is uploaded, I'll probably already be in New York City. But I have a ton of vlog footage of the past month. So I'm probably gonna upload this Q&A and then I'm going to get to editing my vlogs and uploading those. I have a feeling when I'm back in the city and I won't be surfing every day, I'll have more time to actually edit the videos. And it'll probably be fun. It'll be bittersweet to look back on the footage. Okay, a lot of people ask questions about my current school status. What am I doing in Hawaii? Did you transfer? So I guess I should just explain that because that's a valid question. So basically, I go to school at Barnard in New York City, but since COVID went online, I moved out to Hawaii in September. And then I thought I was only going to be here for 4 months, but I was having such a great time that I extended my trip. And I was living in a month-to-month Airbnb the first 4 months, and then I found like a more permanent place, so now I'm living in a house. I was planning on staying out here until June or maybe even September, and then I got an offer to work in person at a lab, a neuroscience lab back in New York City. And because I'm thinking about applying to PhD programs for neuroscience in the fall, it's really important for me to be in a lab like right now, doing research and getting that experience and figuring out if that's what I want to do. Hawaii is definitely not an easy place to leave, and I did not expect to make such good friends out here and to just feel so at home. So I'm definitely a little bit nervous about going back because it's going to be a huge lifestyle change. Another question I got a lot of was, how do you make friends so easily? And I think it's definitely easier to make friends out here in Hawaii than in other places, just because people are very open and warm and welcoming here, and it's a lot more relaxed. There's more time to kind of socialize, I guess. I think it's also easier to meet people out here because people spend more time in groups, at least compared to New York. That's one thing I'm mentally preparing myself for, is to be more independent again, spend a lot more time alone in New York, which is probably going to be a good thing just because it'll make it kind of easier to focus on my internship and finals, because finals will be when I'm back in the city. Ooh, I like this question. What did you take away from your time in Hawaii? Someone also asked, like, what did you learn out here? And I think the biggest thing personally that I learned was how to be relaxed, because I've always been a pretty uptight person. I've always been super focused, super disciplined, and to the point where I would just schedule everything and stick to that and not be able to just relax and be in the moment, because I'd constantly be thinking, oh, this is what I have to do next, and then this is what I have to do. And I think being out here, just a slower pace of life, has helped me unwind and know that it's okay to just be in the moment and relax and just enjoy it. Because if you're spending all of your time just freaking out about what's coming next, you'll never actually enjoy what's next when it gets here. Your environment influences a lot of your personality, I think, at least in my experience, but I'm hoping that I can kind of keep some of the chill that I've obtained here. I have learned though that there's also such a thing as too chill, and it's always a balance to strike. Okay, where is my... Oh, I ordered this because I saw it on TikTok. It's from Amazon, but it's the soap brow thing. Because I always used to use brow gel, and this works so much better. And it's a lot cheaper. But it's like it's a hard soap thing, and you scrape the spoolie in it. I don't know if it's actually soap, but it sticks your brows in place without making them all crispy or like crunchy, which is nice. Favorite coffee order? I think it depends. If I'm going to get a pastry or food with it, then I usually get just brewed coffee with oat milk added. And then if I'm just drinking coffee, I get a cold brew with a splash of cream and vanilla. Any good books? Okay, I can't remember the name of it, but I just finished a book on the neuroscience of fear, written by someone who also surfs. So it was a good overlap of all of my hobbies and interests, and it was a really good book. It's nonfiction, but he writes it kind of in a narrative format. So if you're interested in neuroscience or surfing, I recommend. Someone asked what my dream job would be, and if I'm sure it's gonna change, but if I had to say right now, probably professor, because two of the things I enjoy doing the most right now are neuroscience research and my neuroscience seminar classes, and then also I really enjoy being a TA, and professors get to teach and do research, so I feel like that would be a good fit. But I'm not committing to anything, and I know that that's probably subject to change, but if I had to say right now, that would be my dream job. Someone asked, how do you stay motivated with schoolwork when you live in Hawaii and spending time with your friends? And it is hard. It's very hard, but I think the most important thing is to have a bigger goal in mind and keep yourself focused on that. And then also finding enjoyment in your schoolwork and the things that you have to do makes it better. Also, I think keeping oversaturation in mind helps, because if you spend all of your time out at the beach or surfing, or even just all of your time scrolling on TikTok and not doing your schoolwork, the leisure activities that you're doing become less enjoyable. So I think remembering that doing your schoolwork will make the fun things even more fun in comparison can also help. But it's been a challenge, especially in the last couple of weeks, because since I'm leaving soon, I know that it's my last chance to do a lot of these things with these people. I'm plugging in my curling iron, and hopefully by the time it heats up, my hair will be dry enough to curl. Are all your friends graduating this year, and are you not? So I have one more year because I have to do my senior research seminar. So I will not be graduating, and I have a couple of friends who took this year off or are doing a master's. So I definitely will still have friends in New York. Does anyone else get freaked out by watching someone curl their eyelashes? Because I know, I think it's my brother and dad, they both get freaked out when I do this. Someone asked, what do you do when your mental health is declining? And I feel like that's a very important question and something that everyone deals with. And I think, so for me, one coping mechanism is stress baking, and it always happens at like 3 a.m. I made cookies last night at 2 a.m. So it's nice for the people around me because they get fresh baked goods all the time, but it's also not the healthiest coping mechanism because it means that I'm missing out on my sleep. But I think coloring can be helpful when you're stressed out, and I guess just evaluating and figuring out what you need. So if I've been spending a lot of time alone and I notice that I'm kind of stressed out or anxious or feeling sad, then I'll be more intentional about finding time to spend with friends and surrounding myself with people that make me happy. And then if I've been spending a lot of time around people and I'm starting to get overwhelmed, then I try to be more mindful about scheduling time to just be alone and have some time to reflect and think and sit by myself. Another thing that I think is super helpful is to have some sort of routine just to keep structure and consistency in your life. I think especially with the pandemic, we've all experienced a change in how our lives look, And that's one thing I want to work on, and when I get back to New York, I want to implement some sort of routine, because here every day looks completely different, and even though every day is super fun, it's also not the most stabilizing, I guess. It's also been harder here with the time changes, because sometimes I'll have 4 a.m. meetings, sometimes my first thing is at 11 a.m. So if I've been doing a lot of stuff the day before, I'll end up sleeping. It's been a little messy out here. I'm trying to sit in the sun so that my hair will dry, but also it's getting really hot. It's been cold here lately, and this is the first real sunny day in a bit. Also, the waves today were like summer waves. They were really big in town, and normally they're not. And I can't believe that the waves are getting really fun right when I'm about to leave. It's cruel. Okay, I just realized I have to leave in 15 minutes, so I don't really have time to curl my hair, but I think I'll just put a couple braids in it, call it a day. Someone said, did you get a chance to know Hawaiians and the culture? And definitely not as much as I would have liked to, but I did. I feel like I've gotten a better sense than before I came here. Obviously, it's impossible not to. And I think surfing helped, just because you meet a lot of people out at breaks, especially when the waves are kind of flat. You talk to people. And I think working my restaurant job, a lot of locals came into the restaurant, so a lot of the customers I interacted with were local. I've met a lot of people out here, and most people here have been super welcoming, and I'm just so grateful for this experience. It's been crazy. I came into it not expecting really anything, and I'm leaving with a lot of amazing memories and a lot of life lessons. Learned a lot about myself and about the world. I feel like I'm getting a clearer picture of what I want my future life to look like, just in terms of the things that make me happy and what's important to me. Okay, so my camera died and I'm running late, but I'm just gonna show you my outfit before I go, because I really like what I'm wearing. Where's a good angle of this? Oh my gosh! Okay. I'm backlit. Okay, another angle. I'm not that late, it's okay. Also, I just talked a bunch about being chill, so clearly I need to exemplify that now. I'm gonna put you in a bush. Okay, I cannot tell from this far if you can see, but I'm wearing this corset, and I'm wearing these vegan leather pants, and I'm excited to get dinner and drinks with my friends, and I'm gonna miss them so much. Thank you for watching this Q&A. Get ready with me. Stay tuned for the vlogs, because I have so much vlog footage to sort through. And my car's locked. I need both hands. I'll see you later. Bye.